volley, if we were to say. Never easy to collect that. This time going for the big one in the gap between long off and sweeper cover. Another 2 runs taken. Ranjit Nikam here with the acceleration is looking good. 40 now required in 14 balls.
You need another boundary. You need another boundary or a 6 to stay in contention and to be on par with the required run rate. And that's what Ranjit's going to be trying to find. At the moment, he's asking for something from the dugout. I'm not too sure what it is. That previous shot hit the bottom of his bat. I wonder if there's a crack or two. He's asking for a new blade.
Yes, a change of bats. Will that lead to a change of luck? Will that give some big hits to Ranjit Nikam? He's batting on 12 in 12. 40 to win in 14 balls. It's going to be a nail-biting finish in the second match of the Shriram Capital Maharashtra Premier League.
Just feels like this game has been on for a while. Started at 2 p.m. We're past 6 p.m. now. Lots of rain delays. But the good news is we're here right at the very final leg. Outside off. Full pitch delivery. Gives it the full Monty. Just the single. So much for very little.
The fielder also stationed exactly on the boundary line. A little wider than you would normally have. If you would see the fielding on the offside. There's a short third man, there's a deep backward point, there's a sweeper cover, there's a cover and long off. So that is going to be the line of attack, wide outside the off stump. And so far, Arshin Kulkarni has bowled this over to the field.
Once again, you said that right. He's got cover there and he's keeping it in the right areas. Excellent comeback from Arshin after conceding a boundary in the opening delivery. It is still game on. 38 needed in 2. 119 for 5.
"12 balls to go, 38 required. The second match in progress. Wide, so he'll have to reload that. The equation will now change. 37 to win in 2 overs.
Was pretty close to that wide line. It will be interesting to see where the was close. Nonetheless, it's the umpire that's given that wide. Let's take another look at this. Ooh, yeah, probably the right decision, but it was close. They'll take every run. Right, here we go. Very clear intentions. Keep it outside off and force the batsman to play over extra cover. And he does. The only difference, he's got plenty of meat on that. Take 6. This game is on.
What a lovely sound the bat made. The moment the ball left the bat, it had 6 written all over it. And over long off, so easily cleared. And timed so brilliantly well by Rajiv Nikam. The moment he hit that, he knew it is going to be a 6. 11 balls now, 31 required.
And now, that's why it'll result in a little mini team meeting. Suddenly, now there's a chat between the captain and the bowler. It's what one hit can do. And guess what? It's the captain that's doing it. Rajvardhan Hungarekar, we know what he can do with the ball in hand. I'll tell you something, the stage is set for him to fancy himself as a batsman. That was a shot as good as it comes.
Yes, it was the skipper, Rajavardhan Hungarekar, who hit that. Not Rajiv Nikam, but what a shot that was. He has the power. He can clear the field. We've just seen a small demo of that. This time, again, way outside the off stump. That's the second wide in this over. 11 balls to go, 30 required.
You know what, immediately it moves from a plan to a position of escape. It was a plan to bowl outside off for Izan because that's what they were trying, the batsmen, to make them play outside off. But suddenly now, he's trying to keep it wide just to stay away from the batsman because it's just the shift in momentum and the shift in pressure.
Never easy to be. Gets it right in the block hole. This dot ball as precious as gold dust. Good comeback that after a 6 and a wide ball, a dot ball from his hand.
Yeah, much better. He was waiting for that. Just got the feeling that it was probably a little slower than he expected it as well. He was very early on that shot, Rajvardhan, with 30 on 10. And Prasanna, it's pretty simple. You want to get as close to the 20 mark. You don't want to leave way too much for the final over. So which essentially means he's still got to get maybe a 6 and a boundary at a minimum 6 to 8 runs in these last 2 deliveries. Here goes. Big delivery coming up. He's made contact. Lots of it. It's 6 number 2 in the same area. It is game on.
The captain leading by example here. Rajvardhan Hungarekar may not have had a good day with the ball in hand, but is definitely making amends with the bat in hand. 6 balls that he has faced and 2 absolutely top-class hits over long off for 2 sixes. And Navneet, now the equation changes to 24 runs in 9 balls.
You look at the expression and the body language of the bowler and you clearly know who's under pressure. Because at the moment, it's pretty much straightforward from Izan. He's bowling it absolutely in the slot. It's in the hitting arc of the batsman. And mind you, Rajvardhan might be a number 7 batsman, but many of them will fancy themselves when it is in the hitting arc. He's got 2, he's dispatched 2. Kudos for making good contact.
One thing that Rajavardhan Hungarekar knows, that with this field, the ball is definitely going to be outside the off stump. He's getting prepared for that, and that is what he's executing. As we say that, there's a change in the field. There's a deep square leg, there's a deep mid wicket, there's a long on, and short fine leg. Full toss, and has he connected? Yes, he has. This time over long on for the 3rd 6 from Hungarekar's bat.
He looks absolutely clueless, Isan. And take a bow, Rajvardhan Hungarekar. This is as good as it comes. This is breathtaking pinch hitting. Because, mind you, it is one thing to get a loosener from the bowler. It is a different thing to make contact. Not once, not twice, but thrice in succession. And my word, have the Kings come back into this game.
Rajavardhan Hungarekar, part of the Chennai Super Kings squad as well. Here he's batting at number 7. Who bats at number 7 for Chennai Super Kings, Navneet?
Well, you know what? I'm wondering, I'm trying to actually think because MS, in fact, nowadays comes so low down the order that he almost bats at number 7 or 8 now. Right, here we go. There's still 2 deliveries left. Shot ball. He's given it all that he has. It could fall in no man's land. The keeper's under it. Absolutely stunning. My goodness. The wicket keeper, he's given it his all. Mandar Bandari, if we get another look at that, he was in thin air. Plucks it out. This could be massive in the context of this game.
What a catch. And we have seen that from the Titans. They fielded really well. This one from Izhan was a slight change of pace. That's why the ball came really slow onto Hungergaker's bat. It took the top edge, went high up in the air, and Bhandari called for it, and that fraction of a second that he was in the air and took that catch, a brilliant catch that, and could it turn to be really decisive, because that's the situation that we are currently in. But what a knock that is from Rajavardhan Hungergaker. 8 balls, 21. The Chhatrapati Sambhaji Kings are 139 for 6.
Is there another twist in the tail? After striking 3 sixes, this over has been on for a while. A couple of extras, 3 sixes, a wicket. We've seen a bit of everything. But what important is that there's 18 required of 7 and 1 final delivery to go. Hey, guess what? Prasanna, this is going to go on for a while.
Navneet, this has been an eventful over from Izhan Saeed. He's conceded 28 in 1.5 overs, still 1 ball to go. Keep an eye on the equation, 7 balls, 17 required. 21 runs in this over so far, with 1 ball still to go. The most expensive over that we have seen in the Maharashtra Premier League. Last ball coming up. It's in the air, fielder there at deep mid-wicket. Full marks for the commitment because the ball was just coming in front of him, but they haven't taken a run. An eventful over there comes to an end. 14 overs, 140 for 6.
Right. It's been a game that's gone on for well in excess of 4 hours. But here we are. 1 final over, 17 needed with 4 wickets in hand. What a contest it's been. Lots of rain delays. We've gone in and out a few times. And we've just seen their captain, Rajavardhan, with 3 lusty blows into the stands to keep his team in contention. But now he's passed the baton on to Ranjit. Can he do the job? Here we go.
Hits that towards long on. Will be just a single. Wants to come back for a second run. Oh, that will be a run out at the striker's end. We'll just confirm. Let's have a look at what the third umpire gets on visuals. Because it was a long throw from long on. The fielder threw it at the striker's end. We'll see what are the visuals that we get to see here. Because Rajiv Nikam wanted to come on strike. And that is why he went for the second run, Navneet.
Right, let's go through this once again. He's collected that cleanly. Oh my word! He's made an absolute mess. He's made an absolute mockery of that. Mandar Bhandari, after picking up an absolute stunner in the previous over, makes a complete mess of this. And that means it's 2 runs more importantly, Prasanna. And the equation now 15 of 5.
Oh, that's an escape for Ranjit Nikam. And what do we say in cricket? Cricket is a great leveler. The wicketkeeper Bhandari took a brilliant catch, But this should have been done so easily, but not to be. A run added, so 2 runs added to the tally. 5 balls to go now, and that is what you will see on the screen. A small mistake there. Could it prove costly? Not out on the screen. 5 balls to go, 15 required.
He's been a spectator for a good part of the last 2 overs, Ranjit. It's now time for him to deliver. This is good. This is very good from Arshin Kulkarni. He was great with the bat. They want to come back for 2 once again. Another opportunity. He won't make a mistake this time. Mandar Bhandari, has he gotten his man?
Let's see, what do we see here now? The wicket-keeper Mandar Bhandari has been in the thick of action over the last couple of overs. He took an absolute stunner, missed out on a run-out opportunity, and here there's another third umpire referral. We'll see once again. Ranjit Nikam wanted to come back on strike. That is why he went for the second run, and he was just having a look behind at the ball. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. The line, remember, belongs to the umpire. We'll have a closer look at this and then see, has Ranjit made his ground good, or is he inches short?
Well, to be very honest, I thought it was well in favor of the keeper, but it's actually a lot closer than what I thought it was. At this moment, this is the frame when the stumps, when the bails come off, but he's inside by then. And I have a feeling it's going to be decided between these 2 frames, Prasanna. The frame prior to this, he still hasn't made his bat in, but the stumps come off, and that frame suggests that he's already in at that time. Here you go. Now it's between these 2 frames. It's hard to tell.
Let's see what the verdict is. And we are ready with the decision, and it will be on the big screen. It's not out. So for the second consecutive ball, 2 runs taken. So the equation from 17 in 6 has come down to 13 in 4 balls.
He has managed a couple of doubles. Now, can he find a boundary somewhere? That's going to send a little bit of tension into the Titans camp. He can. He's got plenty of that. Oh, not enough. Got a little excited, to be honest. They still run 2, though. We won't see a 3rd attempt at the stumps. 2 more, and he's still hanging on. It's 11 of 3 now.
Full marks for stamina and fitness. 3 consecutive deliveries, 2 runs taken on each of those. And now a boundary or a 6 will completely tilt the equation. 3 balls to go, 11 runs required. Today, remember, it's a double-header day. Do not go anywhere, because we have another match coming up. After this, the Ratnagiri Jets will clash against the Solapur Royals in the Sri Ram capital Maharashtra Premier League. But this match is reaching a nail-biting finish. 3 balls, 11 needed. Is a boundary coming up here, Navneet?
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. How much has he gotten on that? 2 fielders converging. There'll only be mere spectators waiting for the decision from the umpire. Is that 4? Is that 6? Because it has a massive bearing on the context of this game. We're still waiting for a confirmation, but my goodness, it was a low full toss. Excellent contact from Ranjit.
We just spoke about this because there was something that was definitely going to happen. He had to attack. And I think his ball has fallen just inches. But we'll still wait for what the third umpire has to say. But these are going to be such crucial runs. Boundary given. Now the equation. 2 balls, 7 runs required.
Love it. It's what makes us fall in love with this game. We absolutely love T20 cricket. It's game on. He swings hard. This one straight to the fielder. He'll only get the single. My goodness, he's done all the hard work. And as it is, it will be Kazi to face the final ball of the game. And he'll have to go with the maximum. Oh, what a game it's been.
In the final, Chennai Super Kings needed 4 to win of the last ball. The Chhatrapati Sambhaji Kings need 6 to win of the last ball. Which way is the match going? Shams Kazi on strike. Arshin Kulkarni to bowl the last ball of this match. Couple of field changes here. That will have to be done. And on such occasions, it's the bowler who has to keep his nerve and bowl on the spot that he wants to bowl at.
What a game. We've seen the ebbs and flows of T20 cricket. We've been in and out a few times thanks to the rain. It all comes down to one final delivery. Here we go. Right in the block hole. Absolutely brilliant from Arshin Kulkarni. He was great with the bat, even better with the ball. And that Yorker will give the Nashik Titans their first points in the inaugural season of the Maharashtra Premier League.
What a match. What a finish. But full marks to Arshin Kulkarni for executing that last ball to perfection. He did not give any room whatsoever. Didn't bowl a length ball. Was never easy to hit that low full toss. And the Eagle Nashik Titans have won this match by a slender margin of 4 runs. And they get the all-important 2 points on the board. And that is how it finished on the last ball.
That was exactly what was asked of him, and he delivered when it mattered most. Kudos to Arshin Kulkarni. He's had a great game. What a start it's been for the Titans. It has been a fabulous game of T20 cricket. We've seen a bit of everything, and in the end, it's the Nashik Titans that come out victorious, and they win by 4 runs. It was those wickets that fell in the middle overs that got the Titans back into this game, because in the first 7 or 8 overs, it was CSK that were leading the charge. But in the end, the 2 teams in yellow have given us plenty to be cheerful about. And this is just game number 1. And this really is testimony to what to expect from the Maharashtra Premier League. Close encounters, lots of good skills on display. We saw what Hangargekar did with the bat. Tells us a little bit about his capabilities with the willow in hand. We saw some excellent death bowling as well. All in all, just the second game of the season, we've seen a proper nail-biter. Just a look at the bowling card for the Titans. They had to tidy up in the second half, and they did. Special mention to the spinners. Prashant Solanki, 1 for 20 in history, and Akshay Vaikar, who I thought was the pick of the bowlers, 2 for 22 in his 3 overs. In the context of this game, where bowlers were going for in excess of 10, those overs, 6 overs, were vital. And that 195, we thought the Titans certainly did enough with the bat, and in the end, it proved to be just a little too much for Chhatrapati Sambhaji Kings. And in the end, courtesy DLS, it's the Eagles that win this by 4 runs. I'm going to come back to you in just a little bit. Take a little breather. You need that after a cracker of a game. We'll come back to you with plenty more.
मराठमोळा प्राण आमचा मराठमोळी छाती